My name's Evan. We're here at Nohrs RV. I'm going to do a video walkthrough of the 25RQMX. First thing I usually like to point out is the steel chassis. This one here, these have 6-inch I-beams that run throughout the length of the chassis, and as well as a honeycomb steel inserts where the garage would be inside the toy hauler as well for added strength. In addition, they also give you upgraded 2 7-gallon propane tanks rather than the standard 5-gallon propane tanks. In addition to that, you also get a powered jack as well. Easier for putting on the tow ball if you're doing it by yourself, or if you don't have anybody else to help you out. On these Shockwaves is the fact that the inverter, it's actually the brand is Go Power. It's a 1500 watt inverter. Very cool thing about this is that it's a pure sine wave inverter. So if you're running a lot of sensitive electronic equipment, things like audio systems, microwaves, things that require a pure sine wave, this really cool thing is that's what you get with the inverter that they supply you with, rather than a modified sine wave or a square wave that you usually get some weird humming from. So it's a really cool feature. I'll be talking more about it in there, but they also wire the inverter throughout multiple outlets throughout this toy hauler, and they are the only manufacturer that does that too. And just a little bit about Shockwave as well, is that Shockwave is actually the oldest manufacturer of toy haulers, and they're designed and built in Southern California. Southern California is the birthplace of toy haulers, and they are continually tested in the desert. They go to a few desert test sites around there, and they test them out all the time. They continuously test them. Really nice quality product. So one of the, obviously, well, not obviously, but this unit also is going to have powered jacks, and these jacks run through the width of the trailer, so it's a solid metal piece that goes throughout the width of the trailer, both in the front and the rear as well. And it's just a one-button push, really easy to do, no hassle. Just a quick little feature too is that these actually have a quick connect propane valve. So if you had an outside gas and grill, this has the quick connect brass fitting so that you can easily connect to your onboard liquid propane as well. And the wheel wells are actually a pretty big point. Essentially Shockwave makes these wheel wells very sturdy. They're not like a traditional toy hauler. Wheel wells on this, they're rotocast wheel wells. They don't come apart like a crimped metal wheel well would. So as I was talking earlier, I wanted to talk more about Go Power inverter outlets. They're actually wired throughout the trailer. So most manufacturers don't do anything like this. It costs a lot to do this. But the cool thing is, because they do it at the factory, it costs a lot less than you would have if you were to do it by yourself after the fact that it was built. So the fact that it's built in, it's a very rare feature that toy haulers usually do not have. You get it with this, and you get it for an awesome price as well. Both the kitchen, the bathroom, and the outside outlets that have the Go Power inverter wiring are also GFI rated as well. So safe to use around water, really cool feature like that. So in addition, we also have Corian countertops. So these are residential style countertops that you usually don't see in RVs. It's made by DuPont, and it's a really nice type of countertop. In addition to that, you also get a chef style designer faucet, so really easy to handle there. Optional buttons too. In addition to that, you also get a nice deep farmer style sink as well. And then you also get the Corian covers that go over this as well. And I would also point out the fact that all of the appliances are stainless steel. So you get a stainless steel microwave, a stainless steel overhead range, stainless steel oven. Another thing that I would also point out is the fact that this panel right here actually controls both your generator and your fuel pump, your outside fuel station. So say it's the middle of the night, your battery runs out, whatever, what have you. You don't have to put your bunny slippers on and go outside and fire up the generator. No, you can just do it right from in here. You'll be good to go. Nice thing about this too is that it also has a built-in 15-minute fuel station pump timer. So a lot of common problems on the toy haulers with the outside fuel stations is that people usually end up burning their fuel pumps because they forgot to turn them off. Whereas this one, when you're about to fill up with your gas, you simply hit that switch. After 15 minutes, it automatically turns off. You don't run the risk of burning out your fuel pump. So that's cool. Another cool feature about the Shockwaves is that they also have showers for taller people. This is a common problem. A lot of people over 6'4", 6'3", they have a hard time fitting in the showers. The cool thing about the Shockwaves is that they actually give you the headroom, and they make the showers big enough for, you know, bigger folks. And these sinks are not in the bathroom, so that if you have another person who's trying to get ready in the morning and you're trying to use a shower, they can get ready out here. You know, they're not tied to being in the bathroom. You can have two people getting ready at once. Cool thing about that. In addition to that, this is another Go Power inverter wired outlet, so it's also GFI rated. Going to the bedroom here, this is actually a full residential queen mattress. This is not what they call an RV queen. So this is a full queen mattress, just like you would find at your home. It's a pillow top a Denver pillow top mattress as well. So upgraded mattress rather than the usual standard, you know, spring mattresses they usually include in these units here. Cool thing about this unit, it also has a hamper chute, so you don't have to have your clothes in a pile in the bedroom here. And that nice thing too is that you get the two closets on both sides of the bed. Designers of the Shockwaves, they made a space underneath the bed, and this is where all of your shoes would go, little things like that. And in addition, you also get underbed storage that's also accessible from the outside as well. In addition, you also get 2 USB charging stations, and you also get a 12-volt charging station that they also give you another Go Power wired inverter outlet. Like I was saying earlier, it's wired throughout. Another one right there. They also include a steel backing inside of this wall to where you can put an articulating mount. You can put another TV inside of here if you wish to do that as well. Right. So the cool thing about the furniture layout on this unit is that you actually pretty much, essentially, while you don't see 3 beds, all of these furniture, booths and couches turn into beds as well. So the first one here, Shockwave embroidered bed. This is a jackknife bed. This will fold out, turn into a tall bed as well. Usually a lot longer than your standard jackknife bed. And they can also fold up against the wall as well for when you're loading in your toys. Those 2 booth chairs, they will also come together. They will form a bed, and that can also be raised and lowered with an electric motor. It's actually 4 posts, and the electric motor controls it so that it can go up and down throughout those posts as well. And you also get a top bunk bed as well that can also lower down, and that's going to be with this button right here. So that'll raise and lower your bed as well for easy access. You don't have to crank it up and down manually. Just a 1 push button and it's down. A nice feature about these as well is the fact that a lot of the window covers, these are also leather. You probably hard to see in the video, but these are leather as well. They match the leather of the chairs and couches. So it's really nice luxury features. So the garage on this toy hauler is 14 feet 4 inches long. That's going to be all the way from the back of the dovetail all the way up to these ratchet tie downs right there. That'll be 14 feet 4 inches. Each ratchet tie down is actually bolted to the frame rather than being bolted to the body. And each ratchet tie down can also support 2,500 pounds as well. These units also have drive-on wheel wells. So if you have a wider unit like your 4-door Polaris or Ranger. You can drive over these ramps. These ramps go to the wheel well, the outside wheel well, so you can drive over them and you can utilize the full width of the trailer. So in addition, these carpets are also, you can also roll them up. So right now, as we have it displayed, obviously they are down, but you can roll this carpet on up through the length of the unit. So in addition, these floors that the Shockwaves come with, they are scratch resistant, they're tear resistant, they're also cold crack resistant as well. So here's your multimedia center. It has CD, DVDs. It also has a zone A and B audio, like I was saying earlier, for your outside, inside, and you can choose to play on both if you choose to do that as well. You also get Bluetooth built in, and it also has NFC. Really cool thing about this ramp door is that when it's actually in the down position, it'll support 3,000 pounds. So you can pretty much support just about almost even a small car with that kind of weight rate. And a cool feature here is that the ladder that it comes with, it's actually a retractable ladder, so that when you're traveling, you know, it's not like one of those fixed position ladders where you may have a little bit harder time trying to grab the steps. It actually comes out. I see your outside. It has a 35-gallon capacity tank, and that 35-gallon tank is also shared with your onboard generator, which is over there. I'll show you that in a second here. But both the fuel station generator share the same 35-gallon tank. It's like a regular old nozzle, rather than you know, downsized nozzles that you see in a lot of toy haulers. Right here, obviously, is your fueling station for that 35-gallon tank. And you have to make sure that, of course, you are running gasoline. That tank right there is also shared with this generator. This generator, it's a Cummins Onan 4,000 watt generator. Really cool thing about Shockwaves as well is that they give you the biggest freshwater capacity. You get 146 gallons of freshwater capacity on board. You also get a 60-gallon gray water tank and a 40-gallon black water tank, and those both empty right there. In addition to those tanks, you also get a black tank flush. So this will get any solids that gravity just doesn't happen to get. You also have your input here. Say if you're at the campground, they give you a Comcast service or what have you. You can plug in your coaxial cable right there. And you also get your 30 amp shore service right here. One last little feature is that the utility shower outdoor, it's also a hot and cold. So it does have a direct connection to your water heater, so you don't have to take a cold shower before you come in. You can at least have a little bit of comfort in hot and cold. So on this particular unit, you also get the Arctic package. So the Arctic package means that there's a radiant foil built both throughout the bottom of the trailer and the roof. So bottom and roof has radiant foil. In addition to that, the roof is also a one solid piece of rubber PVC roof. And you get a 12-year warranty with that as well. In addition, the cool thing about this particular unit is that this one has built-in solar. You get 200 watts of built-in solar capacity on this unit. You can go up to 500 watts as well. You also have an inside controller unit for your solar panels as well.